So my last YouTube video was June of 2012, which is over a year and a half ago. So I figured it's finally time to update, and to do that I decided to do like a little recap of chapter 735 of One Piece. This was a very good chapter because we get confirmation about quite a few things, and that's something that I always look forward to. So this chapter is called Fujitora's Objective. The cover page is a picture of Sanji with armadillos and it says juggling with armadillos. It's pretty neat. Can't wait for the next cover story. Hopefully it's a lot better than that stupid Caribou one, which dragged on forever. So we start off with the chapter. Looks like the Block D fight is already over, obviously. They're getting everyone off, and they're moving on to the finals. So it says they're just waiting for the top 4 executives to appear. Splendid, the Coliseum's hero, Mr. Diamante himself, had decided to make an announced appearance. But I thought he was going to be fighting in the tournament either way, so I don't really know what they're freaking out about. Nothing too surprising there. Looks like they're taking Cavendish out and he's still asleep, thank God. That's the last thing we need is for Hakuba to come back out. Rebecca spots Lucy and she realizes that it's not Luffy, but it is now Sabo. I love how Sabo tries to act like Luffy and to get that scar on his chest, when really it's just an X that looked like it was drawn with marker. GG there, Sabo. This interested me what he said. He said things might get a little messy. I can't make any guarantees, but I don't mean any harm. Messy? What do you mean by that, Sabo? And it sounds like he's got something up his sleeve. Everything's a facade. This country in many ways. It reminds me of the country I was brought up in. Yeah. The Royal Plateau. We're back with Violet as she's ready to bring Luffy, Kinemon, and Zoro up to the palace. So this lift is freaking tall. It's at least, oh god, I don't even know, maybe 1,000 feet higher than that. Maybe that's an understatement. Everyone is still in their costumes, and she insults them by saying that they stick out like sore thumbs, which they do. I mean, a frog, a fish, and a cat. That's kind of silly, but it's funny. So that's all that matters. So now they know that she met up with Sanji. So you guys have to save your guys' ship. You already know that, of course. And she's been pretending this whole time as one of Doflamingo's subordinates. And Wicca appears, and he is surprised that she actually remembers him. Did you forget my power? I've been watching you this whole time. So him and One-Leg Soldier-san, or Rebecca's father, raised Rebecca when you began your revolution. Thank you for believing in my father. And then he starts crying, which is sweet. You're the princess. Since Rebecca is the king's granddaughter, does that make her your mother? That's what I wondered for a long time. Who is Violet actually to Rebecca? Well, it turns out that she's her aunt, Rebecca's mom's sister. Little sister, I assume, because she looks way too young to be Rebecca's mother. I first thought when I saw her, I'm like, there's no way. She has to be like her cousin or something. But she's her aunt. Maybe she's older than she looks. She reminds me of Robin, though. Except more sensual and seductive. Zoro, still in his full costume. Doesn't even take off the hat part. Take this boulder all the way to the top. That's not a bad idea. Grab onto the chain, and we'll race to the top. So Luffy stretches his way on up, and ready to pull Kinemon and Zoro. Anyway, back to the toy house. Frankie's getting quite annoyed as he uses a rocket launcher attack. Spreading many rockets around. Everyone's screaming and losing their crap. And Senor Pink is there, brushing his teeth with a shoe brush. How awesome is that? He is like the most chill villain so far in the series. And obviously the girls are going crazy over him as he takes a rocket straight to the face. Oh, that's hilarious. Senor Pink, covered in soot. Why didn't you use your power to get away? And he's just like, don't get me wrong. I'll swim when I want to. So we get confirmation on Senor Pink's fruit, and it's called the Sui Sui no Mi. Translation note says that it's called the Smoothly Smoothly fruit, or the Wada Wada fruit. I don't know how you get those two words together. But I looked up Sui, and it turns out that Sui means water. For the longest time, One Piece fans have been asking for a water fruit, obviously thinking of like a Logia type, but it seems like he's a Paramecia, and when he says water, it seems like he could turn like any kind of surface into water so he can like swim or whatever. So I wonder if you throw him in the ocean if he'll be able to swim. I swim when I feel like swimming. So nonchalant. And then he just takes brandy and pours it all over his disinfecting wounds. No, he pours brandy to disinfect his wounds. And then all the girls go crazy over him. And it turns out that the reason why he took Frankie's attack head on was to protect Makavise. Because his stomach hurts. That's old news, no point in harping on it. Do with me what you will, senor. Makavise, can you stand? And Makavise just jumps in the air, about to body slam the crap out of Frankie, but Frankie moves out right in time, thank God. And Makavise's freaking huge, man. He looks like a sumo wrestler version of Burgess. I missed again. You're a slippery one, aren't you? I'm super, and you idiots are super annoying. Oh, Frankie. The Marines come in. Marines have surrounded the toy house. You cannot escape. I wonder if they're going to do anything about it. Probably not. You made a wise choice, Fujitora. Okay, well now we're back at the palace. I did not intend to make you my ally. Which is weird because they seem like really buddy since Fujitora first made his appearance. But I guess he has some kind of grudge against Doflamingo. Which would make sense. If the Straw Hat decided to go after your head, he won't spare us any destruction. Yeah, that's true. Luffy will destroy the world to reach his enemy. As for you, I'll deal with you later. And he says justice in quotations, so it seems like every major Marine has their own version of the word justice. Aokiji has his own version of it. Akainu obviously does. Smoker does. Now Fujitora too. And his plan, one such thing is to abolish the Shishibukai system. And upon reading this, I was like kind of shocked because the Shishibukai is like, how can I put this? The Shishibukai is like, I want to say the bodyguards of the Marines because, you know, they have the admirals and they're like super crazy powerful alone. But I don't know, this makes sense because the Shishibukai have been nothing but neutral for the Marines. They basically just do whatever the hell they want. You know, if they don't want to help out the Marines, they'll just be like, oh, no, I don't want to. I don't feel like it. I mean, during the war, yeah, they helped them, but it didn't really do much to benefit them. They ended up losing in the end. Or it was a draw. Can't really say they lost. Let's be friends for now. I shall protect your country. I'm nothing but a blind man, which means I will not be able to see them, so do not worry. And looks like the scene closes, and it goes over to the Corte Coliseum again, where they announce in the finals. Koala comes out. Looks like she changed her clothes or something. The whole country has its eyes locked on this stage. The struggle for that treasure will take place in our newly constructed special ring, which looks awesome, by the way. It's like spread it out, so it's a lot easier to get knocked into the water. All that's left is to wait for the entry of our 5 contestants. You get a full body shot, well, not a full body shot, but a better shot of Sabo. Obviously, you still can't see his face. And I love the name he gave Bartolomeu. Marin Codiceo. Oh my god, where did he get that from? Yeah, stupid name, I agree. Who will be the first to arrive? There he is, this tournament soldier of fortune. Our very own Lucy has made his entrance. In Luffy's place, what can this man accomplish? Watch over me, Ace. Aww. When I saw that, I kind of got feels because he's doing this for Ace and for Luffy. Well, I can't really say he's doing it for Luffy, but definitely for Ace. So yeah, as always, keeping us on the lookout for the next chapter. Hopefully there's a chapter next week. I know Naruto has that break next week, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll post more videos like this soon. See ya!